Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to our channel, where today's focus is all about Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. Let's get started. Wynken, Blynken, and Nod is a poem for children written by American writer and poet Eugene Field and published on March 9, 1889. The original title was Dutch Lullaby. The poem is a fantasy bedtime story about three children sailing and fishing among the stars from a boat which is a wooden shoe. The names suggest a sleepy child's blinking eyes and nodding head. The spelling of the names and the wooden shoe suggest Dutch language and names, as hinted in the original title. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of text and exploring its real-world applications. Wynken, Blynken, and Nod one night sailed off in a wooden shoe, sailed on a river of crystal light, into a sea of dew. Where are you going, and what do you wish? The old moon asked the three. We have come to fish for the herring fish that live in this beautiful sea. Nets of silver and gold have we, said Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. The old moon laughed and sang a song as they rocked in the wooden shoe, and the wind that sped them all night long ruffled the waves of dew. The little stars were the herring fish that lived in that beautiful sea. Now cast your nets wherever you wish. Never afraid are we. So cried the stars to the fishermen three. Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. All night long their nets they threw to the stars in the twinkling foam. Then down from the skies came the wooden shoe, bringing the fishermen home. 'Twas all so pretty a sail, it seemed, as if it could not be. And some folks thought 'twas a dream they'd dreamed, of sailing that beautiful sea. But I shall name you the fishermen three. Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. Wynken and Blynken are two little eyes, and Nod is a little head, and the wooden shoe that sailed the skies is a wee one's trundle bed. So shut your eyes while mother sings of wonderful sights that be, and you shall see the beautiful things as you rock in the misty sea, where the old shoe rocked the fishermen three. Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. Now let's delve into the intricacies of musical adaptations and explore its various aspects. By 1890, the lyrics had been set to music by American pianist and composer Ethelbert Woodbridge Nevin. Dan Hornsby recorded this song for Victor B.S. 37,380 RCA Bluebird Records, released in 1929. David Gude performed the song on his 1961 Vanguard album New Folks. In 1963, songwriter Lucy Simon wrote a setting she claimed it was the first song I ever wrote that she recorded with her sister Carly as the Simon Sisters. Appearing on their debut album Meet the Simon Sisters 1964, the song became a minor hit for the duo, reaching No. 73 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart and No. 20 in Canada. The song has been recorded by many artists, including the Big Three featuring Cass Elliot 1963, the Irish Rovers on their album The Life of the Rover 1969, Roger Whittaker on his children's album The Magical World of Roger Whittaker 1975, Joni Bartles on her album Lullaby Magic 1985, Canadian children's entertainer Fred Penner on his album The Cat Came Back 1979, and the Doobie Brothers for the children's music compilation In Harmony 1980. Their version also became a minor hit, reaching No. 76 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart and No. 31 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. Donovan wrote and sang a musical setting on his children's album HMS Donovan 1971. Buffy St. Marie wrote and sang a version on Sesame Street in 1975, and on her album Sweet America 1976. Children's entertainer Joni Bartles sang a rendition on her premiere album Lullaby Magic 1985. Producer David Bernard Wolfe set the poem for the Barney and Friends 1995 album Barney's Sleepytime Songs. Kevin Roth created a version for his album Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep 1996. Tatiana Cameron sings her version on her Lullaby album A Chance to Dream 2006. David Tamulevich of the folk duo Mustard's Retreat wrote new original music to the poem, which was subsequently released in 2011 on the Mustard's Retreat CD Living in the Dream. 2011. Composer Christopher Claich composed a contemporary lullaby concert setting for soprano Bianca Sholta, which has piano or alternatively chamber orchestral accompaniment circa 2013. Composer Stephen DiCesare composed an SATB version of the poem, 2013. Valentine Wolf released a heavy metal version in their album A Child's Bestiary, 2016. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore references in other artistic works. American sculptor Mabel Landrum Torrey created Wynken, Blynken and Nod Fountain, dedicated in 1919 in Denver's Washington Park. In 1938, Walt Disney Productions released an 8-minute cartoon, Wynken, Blynken and Nod, which stylized the fishermen of the poem as three pajama-clad children playing and fishing for starfish among the stars. Wynken, Blynken and Nod are mentioned in the epilogue of the 1945 recording of The Nutcracker Suite by Spike Jones and his City Slickers. In 1960, American artist Arthur Kraft created a penguin sculpture named Wynken, Wynken and Nod for the Glendale Shopping Center in Indianapolis. It is currently on display at the Indianapolis Zoo. In the 1963 episode, Opie the Birdman, of the Andy Griffith Show series, Opie names his three pet birds, Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. In the 1973 episode, Rated X, of Sanford and Son series, a cop refers to Fred, Lamont, and Rollo as Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. Lou Reed references the trio in an early version of the song Satellite of Love, performed by the Velvet Underground. The lyric is not present on the official release of the song on his later album Transformer. In the 1993 film Dennis the Menace, Mrs. Wilson recites Wynken, Blynken, and Nod to Dennis when she puts him to bed after babysitting him for the day. While she recites the poem, Dennis's parents, Henry and Alice, both of whom are away on business, think about their family from their respective hotel rooms, and the camera focuses on each one of them at the end of the poem, symbolizing Alice as Wynken, Henry as Blynken, and Dennis as Nod. In 2007, an animated film based on the poem was released by Western Woods Studios. In the 2016-2019 series Preacher, DeBlanc sings Wynken, Blynken, and Nod to Genesis in an attempt to coax it out of Jesse Custer and back into an empty can of old-timer brand coffee. Preacher, Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. YouTube. Napoleon Solo from the TV spy series The Man from Ungelert series mentions Wynken, Blynken, and Nod in episode 2 of season 1. I appreciate your time and I'm grateful for every like, comment, and share.